Welcome to Imprisoned Geeks. Every city has a prison, and this prison has a podcast. I am your hosting inmate, Lucas Oliver. Joining me today are my cellmates Grafton, aka Groofy,
Hey, how's it going?
and Hudson.
Howdy!
Today we're going to be covering the finale of Stranger Things 5, a phenomenon of our generation. What did we think
It was
about the final episode? What did we go in expecting? And how do we feel about it
beautiful.
itself?
Well, I feel that it was very emotional to people who've been watching Stranger Things for like a while, and it was probably one of the greatest things I've ever watched.
What do you think, Grafton?
I would say, yeah, along the lines of what Hudson just said, but it was extremely emotional for me the first time going in, and honestly, I felt nervous going in the first time. Mostly wondering what was going to happen to characters and what was how it was going to end. And I remember just feeling, am I doing enough to deserve to watch this? And yeah, it was good.
I think we can all agree that Stranger Things has become one of our favorite shows and just been super impactful for us, even though we're all relatively recent fans, considering that the show's been running for 9
Yeah.
years and all of us have been watching for I've been watching for around 4. And Grafton, how long have you been on Stranger Things?
Probably around 2, 1.5 to 2.
And Hudson, you're
So
about 2 years?
Dose. Yeah, 2 years.
So, going into the episode, what did you think? Like, what did we think that was going to happen? Me personally, I was expecting at least one main character that wasn't Callie to die. Somebody from the main party. So, that
I
was
was
sort of
thinking
surprising to me.
Steve. I thought Steve was gonna die, but I don't think that if Steve died, that would be bad for the Duffler brothers.
They might get some death threats. Who knows?
Probably.
I thought that there was going to be maybe at least one death, but honestly, I wasn't totally sure what was going to happen. I was really excited for the ending to know how it was all going to play out in the end. Um, but honestly, I feel like one of my favorite scenes, besides all the action scenes and stuff, was the scene with Hopper and Mike at the end of everything. And yeah.
That scene was definitely very emotional. I remember that scene being something that stood out to me as well, with him talking about, like, you have 2 roads to go down and stuff, which is something that we can, like, all relate to in life, like, about different circumstances that we can blame ourselves for. There's a lot of stuff in life that can turn out like that. And so it's something that we could relate to. Like, I feel like that was very impactful for a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
One fun scene that just stuck out to me. This is like going straight into the, like, from the serious stuff into the goofy stuff. But whenever Derek wins the 1v1 tug of war of Holly Wheeler, he literally he overpowers Vecna with raw strength. Like, this is a child. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I was cheering. I went to the movie theater to watch it, and that was one of the moments where I just couldn't hold myself back. I was just like, let's go, Derek!
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was
such
a
a great
scene.
scene.
And the iconic "suck my fat one" at the end.
Oh, yeah.
With everything.
Suck my fat one! That was so good, bro.
It's just amazing.
I would not have the balls to do that. I would be scurrying back in that cave so fast. I would probably, like,
Yeah,
I don't know, if I saw Vecna reaching out, I don't know, bro. Maybe the reason why he won that fight, I don't know. My mind keeps on coming back to this. There's no reason why he should have won that, except for the power of what a girl will do to a guy. If a guy is trying to pull, and it could be lifting a boulder, and he might do it. You know what I mean? Like, but
Possibly.
listen.
He
Derek's the GOAT.
yes, Derek is the
100%.
GOAT.
Yeah.
And I would honestly, not just Derek, but like every person in the entire show is honestly been dubbed the GOAT at the end of it all.
That's so real. Yeah.
Like,
100%.
even like the random people, even the people that weren't on screen as much as the main cast, but just like everybody that worked on the entire show put so much work and effort into creating this great phenomenon that we see today. Shout out to everybody that's put all the love and work that they've gone through for the past 10 years.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, imagine how hard that would be to just do that.
We're talking about a 10-year long series. I mean, it's just insane to even think about how long and how much work has gone into it. It's just crazy.
A long time. And
Yeah, you know what surprised me at the end?
Hmm.
You know what surprised me? Jonathan and Steve. Those two. That surprised me that they made it up together.
Yes.
And that Jonathan saved
that's true. I feel
Jonathan
like
saved Steve.
On the topic of both of those characters, which we should talk about Steve, but before we get to Steve, because Steve is the GOAT, on the topic of Jonathan, me personally, I was not super satisfied with his character in season 4. That has completely been he's had full redemption in my eyes. Like, he is really
he
come
did.
full circle.
Saving Steve come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving Steve, I
You
feel like
just
brought
all
him
know
back.
how to come back.
Although,
Saving
honestly,
Steve.
the thing that's gotten me a little bit interested is why they never mentioned Argyle once. Even though he's not in the show, and even though he had to go back to
Like,
California.
yeah. Where the heck did he go? Or Argyle?
last
They didn't
scene,
even-
we see him
Jonathan never
sniffing a
mentioned his name.
flower, a mushroom, and then he's just gone.
Yeah.
No context. He's just never seen again. Which,
He
I'm
ate the
not,
magical
I don't
mushroom.
miss him. I'm just confused.
Yeah, like Nancy
You have no
mentioned
context.
Fred. Nancy mentioned Fred in one of the scenes.
Yeah.
But Jonathan never mentioned Argyle once.
And he got
So-
way more screen time than Fred as well. So it's like
So
really interesting. Jonathan, he never
They just kicked
once
him.
mentioned him.
his best friend.
Guys, let's talk about Steve. What do we think?
Okay.
In the moment, whenever
Steve.
whenever the tower, everybody, if you're listening to this episode, I hope that you've already watched the finale of Stranger Things 5, because we're talking all spoilers.
And if you
When
haven't,
the
don't listen any
tower-
farther.
Whenever
Don't listen any farther if
the
you haven't.
abyss is descending on the upside down, through the upside down, and about to merge with our world, with the right side up, and the top of the Squawk radio tower bends, Steve is then thrown off the edge, only to be hanging on to the edge of the radio tower with one hand. He struggles,
To be honest,
and
in
then
that scene,
he falls. He can't hold on. Did in any point in that
He
scene,
falls.
Grafton, in any point in that scene, did you guys think to yourself, "This is it for Steve. This could be it"?
I did.
not
I did.
really.
And
I thought that what surprised me is that I thought that Dustin was about to save him.
That's fair.
yeah, I wasn't totally sure. I didn't really think he was dead. I couldn't imagine him dying like that, honestly. But honestly, it's hard to say with how they're gonna kill a character.
Yeah, for sure. For a second, I thought to myself, like, no way he goes out like this. Because I would assume that they would save him to die to, like, a monster or something. And not just falling
Yeah.
off the top of the tower. Which, that would still be heartbreaking. Like, either way, we just didn't want to lose Steve, but, which we didn't.
It could have
He's
happened.
now coaching Little League. That's amazing. With
Yeah.
Derek on his team.
Coaching
Yeah.
Little League. It's crazy. You know, we should give a shout out to Derek. Just give him
Yeah.
Yay,
W.
Derek.
Derek.
like
Love that guy. Now, let's talk about the Mind Flayer, the Beast. Did you guys predict that coming? The giant tree thing that
No, I did
turned
not.
into it? That was full surprise.
I didn't think so. And honestly, something that's been on my mind about it is even though they've killed that big beast, that wasn't all of the Mind Flayer. There's still, I feel like, a big chunk of it in that area. So does that mean someday the Mind Flayer, everything is going to come back, but with different characters? Because it's still stuck in this other realm. So my thought is like, what is going to come after that? Because the stuff that flew out of the kids' mouths didn't stay inside of the beast.
Right, yeah, I think that the monster itself, the Mind Flayer, because it's confirmed that that was the Mind Flayer. However, the Mind Flayer's particles are still alive at the end. Like you can see Holly Wheeler, she's got the particles fly out of her mouth. Once she wakes up in Nancy's arms. So that really does, like you said, it leaves it to question whether they'll ever bring back the Mind Flayer, and we're kind of brought to really just waiting to see what happens next because the confirmed live-action spin-off series has not been titled or anything. The Duffer Brothers have specifically said that they're not going to be bringing back any legacy characters. They said that they doubt that they will. Now that the Upside Down is gone, there's virtually no way for the Mind Flayer to come to the right side up or influence it in any way. So that's the thing that I'm having a hard time with. Of course, they could totally write something in that is another way, or the Mind Flayer is more powerful than we thought. So, yeah.
That is true. And, I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting to see what comes next.
For sure.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the character endings? 11 dying, maybe not.
Well, I was pretty sad about that one. It was just sad,
Yeah,
I was not suspecting her to end that way. I thought she was gonna be escaped,
Yeah. Honestly, I have one thing to say about it. I believe.
I also believe.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I thought
I
that
hope
was
she's out there
the way
somewhere
that the
for
Duffer
3
Brothers
waterfalls.
brought it to a point to where the audience can choose what they believe about the fate of 11. Whether to think that she's dead or to think positively that she did escape and it was Callie's spell that she cast of illusion.
Also, hold up.
Yeah.
Before anything else, W. Callie. We all probably doubted her. We all doubted her, but she
100%.
was not betrayed.
I thought she was going to kill some of them. I thought she was going to, betray.
Same, that's what I thought.
She ended up not. I thought that she was going to shoot Hopper whenever Hopper was talking to 11. In the room with the tank. I thought that there was a chance she did that there, but she earned all of my trust whenever the military guy, that one, the military grunt or whatever he was pointing the gun at her and asked where 11 was, and she shook her head at Hopper, implying that she was like, yep, it's, and I'm going to sacrifice myself to save Elle. So at that point, I was like, oh man, if she dies, I'm going to be bummed.
Also, this is interesting.
She did not die the way I suspected.
Yeah.
I thought, one of the, main people were going to, actually, kill her.
That would be interesting. I wasn't sure what was going to happen to her, but, we all sort of saw what ended up happening to her. She went down with the Upside Down. But also, this is very interesting, and, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but the grunt, that's in there, he is actually in the, Stranger Things, the First Shadow Broadway show.
He plays Papa, doesn't
as
he?
Dr. Brenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Dr. Brenner.
Wow. Skilled guy.
I didn't know that.
I feel like Broadway is the ultimate test for any actor. Like, can you do shows back to back, live on stage for however long it ends up being? What do we think about closure on, like, the whole gang? I thought that Max and Lucas had a really good finish.
Ending. Yeah, me too.
They
Yeah.
had, like, the happiest ending
and I
besides
thought-
Hopper and Joyce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought
No,
Dustin
that
and
was so
Steve had a good ending.
unexpected. I didn't really
Yeah.
know what was going to happen
I also-
between Hopper and Joyce. Right in between whenever I said they aren't married yet, right?
Oh.
Like 1 minute after he proposed.
That's hilarious.
I was like, oh, okay.
I would say something reminisced with me today. That after season 3, you never saw Will Byers' house again. Like, at all. Even though
That's
they sold
true.
it, and even though, like, I would have thought that they would have taken the house back, but no, they live in Hop's cabin.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was definitely it's a very it's an iconic house at this point, and I mean they moved out, man. They went to California. Are any other scenes that we want to break down, talk about?
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I don't think we covered everything, but I think that we covered
Well,
what
not-
we want to talk about. I think can we all say whether we cried or not?
Well,
Because
I'm
I
just
did.
gonna say it
I
first.
was a
I was
puddle of
bawling my
tears.
eyes out.
I
Yeah.
might have cried.
Yeah. At one point, I actually have a video, and if you guys want to see that someday, if we ever get 100 people to watch this, I'll post. I'll post that video of me sobbing at the end.
Well, there you go. If you guys want to see Groovy sob at the end of Stranger Things, give us a like and a follow. Click that bell for notifications. I was very satisfied overall with this episode. Satisfied is an understatement. For me, this solidified Stranger Things as one of my favorite shows I have ever watched. How do you guys feel about Stranger
100%.
Things as a whole, seasons 1 through 5, as a project?
Yeah, we want to know down in the comments, you know?
Yes. Drop a
If people are
comment
watching.
about what you guys felt about the season, whether you liked it, disliked it.
I thought, honestly, that it was one of the best experiences of watching something I've ever had. I've watched a lot of different things, but I would say this thing probably tops almost everything I've watched before.
Yeah, no, Stranger Things just
watching,
stood
like,
out.
Harry Potter.
Right.
Harry
But
Potter?
it's up
Yeah.
there with the big
Different
stuff. It's
subject.
up there with Harry Potter. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's that
100%.
good.
We need
Yeah.
to cover Harry Potter, too.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to cover Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
let us know if you
10 out of
guys
10.
want Harry Potter coverage, because we can do that easily. We're all Potterheads over here. Now,
We are
Oh, yeah.
more Potterheads than demo books.
guys.
So
Yep.
think that this has been a great first episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Anybody that listened this far, you guys are truly, you should give yourself a pat on the back, a round of applause. It's been a rusty first one, but we just hope to see you back. We're going to cover some more fun nerd content like this. There's Wonder Man coming out soon. We'll be covering that episode by episode, week to week. So tune in for that. Wonder Man being a Marvel show.
yes,
And if you guys want us to cover something, let us know and we'll consider it. So thank you so much.
Maybe Percy Jackson.
Maybe we
The
can
show.
cover
Percy?
the new season of Percy Jackson. Yeah. Now we're gonna be heading out, locking the cell back up. Just kidding. It's been locked this whole time. By the way, the cell is kind of dreary today. It's not
Yeah, it's
fun.
snowy and dark.
I've got a nice.
Dark.
I've been
Season
sitting in
no.
here and all I've heard I've been sitting in here and all I've heard are the cricket sounds and this.
Yeah, because it's the only sound
Also,
effect that they
my
let
bed
us
is a thing
play.
of cinder blocks.
I bet just cold some men. So, all right, guys, we're just gonna, tune out and sit the rest of the week in jail watching crap and talk to you next week. All right, it's been real.
Yeah.
Thank you.